Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear students of grade 4, let's start today with our new lesson. Here we have the data here. Of course, I am teacher Adil Ahmed, and we are going to present grade 4, the English World Course, Unit 7, Lesson 2, Grammar. So it's not Unit 77, but it's page 77. I'm sorry. Unit 7, page 77. Okay, my friends?
Listen to the following
This is
words.
where I'm going
Village,
to discuss
explorer,
yesterday's vocab before
powerful,
starting.
watchful, spin.
These were for revision, frankly, yesterday's vocab: village, powerful, watchful, spin, and we had also
Listen to the definitions and find the words under the curtains. A person who lives in a village.
We said
a person who sets out to discover something new.
Yes.
Having great power or strength. Someone who notices everything.
We said that a villager is a person who lives in a village. An explorer is someone who discovers new things. And powerful is, of course, someone who has a power or a strength. And watchful, someone who notices everything in a perfect way. Now let's go to, after having this short revision, let's go now to our lesson for today. We are going to share, frankly, from the Google here, as we'll see now. Okay, we are going to share a lot of fantastic things. Okay, let's see now. Yes, it's here. Yes, we are going today to discuss countable and uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. What are countable and uncountable nouns? Well, check now. Countable nouns are things we can count, 1, 2, 3, 4. And uncountable nouns are things we cannot count. We cannot count salt or sugar or liquids or, okay. Then we are going to use this countable and uncountable noun with many, and a lot of. Let's start step by step. Let's play games, and if time doesn't allow us, we can complete tomorrow. Here is, this fruit is countable or uncountable. We can count them, so they are countable. Juice, countable or uncountable? It's of course uncountable. Cheese is uncountable. If you say a piece of cheese, it's okay, it's countable. But here, a cheese in general is uncountable. Apples. Yeah, these nuts, of course, uncountable. Burgers, we cannot count. Sandwiches, anyhow, great, it's uncountable. Great, yeah. This is uncountable. Look here, salt, I think this is, I think, salt, it's uncountable. Pineapple, countable. This kind of fruits, of course, I can count them, as they are countable. Tea, uncountable. I want just to give you an idea about countable and uncountable nouns. Eggs, yes, eggs, countable. Yes, meat here, uncountable. Fish, countable. Coffee. If we say a cup of coffee, it's okay, but coffee in general, it's uncountable. This is uncountable, of course. Flour, yeah. This cabbage, I think it's countable. I can count them. Let's check maybe something which have, oh, we don't put it here or there. We'll check. Here is, we have, what's this? Yes. Yeah, this is uncountable. How does it come? It's countable. Can I count this? Yes, maybe. Okay, great. Because it depends anyhow. We can count these seeds. So we have now countable and uncountable nouns. We knew now the difference between countable and uncountable nouns, and we have an idea that countable nouns are things we can number, we can say whether they are 1, 2, or 3, or 4, and so on, so on, so. But for quantities, for liquids and things like this, we say they are uncountable, like coffee, sugar, tea, salt, and as liquids in general, lemonade, juice. We cannot count tea, we cannot count, but if I want to count things like this, I say a cup of tea, a piece of cheese, and so on. Let's have more and more activities about this. Let's have more activities. I like to have activities, frankly, about the different parts of things like this. Okay, let's go to my app here. Check from this. Yes, let's see this. Now we are going to say count. We use many with countable nouns, but the sentence should be a question or a negative. Okay, and we use much with uncountable nouns. We use a lot of with countable and uncountable noun, but don't forget that the sentence shouldn't have, okay, not or a question. Okay, so here, John hasn't, look here, has not got milk. Milk is uncountable noun. So we say a lot of milk, many milk, much milk. Put the condition, put in your mind. First, look at the noun. Yeah, it's uncountable because milk is uncountable. This is the first one, the first part. The second thing I put in my mind is the sentence here in negative or a question? Yes, it's in negative. So the question, the sentence here is negative and uncountable, so it should be much. Check. Great. This is the idea. Let's answer more and more questions about this. Okay. John hasn't got milk in his fridge. John hasn't got a lot of, many, or much milk. We say it. Yeah, we say it much. Yes. Next. There are 50 people at Tommy's party. So there is cake. So there is many cake, a lot of cake, much cake. Okay, before answering, and I'm going to explain it through examples, before answering things like this, before answering questions like this, I asked you to first determine the kind of the noun, cake. It's, of course, uncountable. So we cannot choose many. That's okay. Neglect many. Forget about many. Here we have the sentence is negative or not. Is not or is. It's is. So we choose automatically. We choose a lot of. Okay, let's check. Okay, great. So me as a student or as a teacher, when I try to find the word, to find a particular word, I choose according to two things, whether it's question or negative. This is number one. Number two, whether it's countable or uncountable noun. This is number two. If it's affirmative, it means that it's not a question and it's not a question and it's not a negative, so we use a lot of automatically. We'll explain more with the next sentence. There isn't bread at the bakery at 1 p.m. Bread, by the way, bread is uncountable now. Look, bread. So the first thing I bought in my mind is that the word bread here is uncountable noun. The word bread here is uncountable noun. Okay, my friend, the word bread is uncountable noun. Okay, this is the first part. Second, what's the next part? The next part is the sentence in negative or question? Yeah, it's negative. It's negative. Okay, so I cannot choose a lot of. Uncountable, so I cannot choose many. Forget about many. Put X on many. It's we have not here, so I cannot choose a lot of. Automatically, I choose much. So we practice grammar. The best thing of learning grammar is to practice it. It's my opinion. Okay, to understand it, to be full aware of it, not only just explaining it through rules. Okay, the second part is this. Let's practice with the next sentence. Okay, don't buy oranges. Oranges. Don't buy oranges. Don't. Orange here, it's countable or uncountable. Of course, it's naturally. I can count oranges. So don't buy many oranges, a lot of orange, or much orange. Here is don't buy many, a lot of, much. Which is the correct one here? Will it check? Not, I have, this is countable. I can give numbers. I can say 2 oranges, 3 ones, 4, 6, and so on. This is the first part. So I cannot choose much. Forget about much. Here's I have not, don't. So it's negative. I cannot choose a lot of. Automatically, I choose many. Okay. Next. Mark likes to eat fruit. He has got grapes. Yeah. Sometimes we can use this word as countable noun. But forget about countable or uncountable noun. It's countable anyhow, so I cannot choose much. So I have now 2 things, many and a lot of. Okay, I'll give you, I'll go simply with you with the same idea. Mark likes to eat fruit. He has got grapes. Much or a lot of, or many. Here is countable, so I cannot choose much. This is the first part. Do you have here has not or just has? I have just has here, only has, without not, without the negative. Okay, Mark, we say, if I can call it for you, consider not as something which comes to give the negative idea. Our friend not here has not. Not is our friend, and our friend not comes to say no, it's not. No, I don't agree. So if we have not here, okay, this means, okay, that we should choose many or much. No, I don't have not here, so I choose automatically a lot of. Okay. Mark likes to eat fruit. He has got grapes. We say it, yeah. Next sentence, yes. There aren't eggs in the fridge. There aren't eggs in the fridge. Many, much, or a lot of eggs. There aren't. Also, step by step, just to understand the lesson easily. Here is, I have. Okay, my friend, here is, I have 2 things I should think in. The first is the noun. It's countable or uncountable. Eggs are count. Here, the noun here is countable because I can count eggs. Exactly. The second part, or the second thing I'm thinking about is the negative form here, not. Okay, so there are not here is the negative. Okay, so many, much or a lot of. Who can tell me now? Okay, there aren't good. There aren't eggs in the fridge. Okay, I'll choose Hussam. Hussam, my friend. Hussam. Hussam, my friend. Hussam. Hussam, do you hear me? Hussam. Ahmed al-Salawi. Ahmed. Hussam. If anyone wants, please try to participate to help me. Hussam and Ahmed, please. There aren't eggs in the fridge. Many, much, a lot of. There aren't many eggs, much eggs, or a lot of eggs. Who can tell me now which one I should choose? Look, first, it's not. Look here, it's not, no. Not is our friend. And I told you that when we have not, it comes to say, I refuse. I don't agree. It's not. I'm not, I'll fight with you. I don't like it. Not. It's negative. To say no for a sentence. I try to simplify it. So there are not eggs. So not here. I don't choose a lot of. So forget about a lot of. X, a lot of. Put an X on a lot of. Okay? I cannot choose it. It's wrong. Okay. Here is not, here is X is countable. So I cannot choose much. So it's naturally to choose many. Let's check. Yes. Good. Very good. And teacher Adil gives you a heart. Okay. So now we understood the difference between much, many, and a lot of. Also, we understood the difference between, I'm sorry, the countable and uncountable nouns. Let's have more exercises. Yes, I think that we have more exercises we can do now. Let's go now to yeah, here it is. I have. I think it's this. Yeah. Okay. Now, with this exercise, my friends, with this activity, it's also a nice activity and it's an easy activity. We are going to write. Dad bought food for the party. Dad bought much food, a lot of food, or many food. You can say a lot or lots of food. You can say both of them are correct. Here is it question? No. Is it in negative? No. So the question means, do we have a question mark here? No, I don't have a question mark here. Okay, I don't have a question mark here. So I say Dad bought a lot of. A lot of. Yes, as you see here, a lot of food for the party. There is chocolate in that cake. There is chocolate. Chocolate is uncountable. Okay? Chocolate here also is uncountable. So we say, but it is, of course, it's not a question and it's not a negative. So we say there is a lot of. And of course, I want to tell you something also. Look at here the word there is. There is. There is here, it means that it's one. And the uncountable noun is like one thing. It is not plural. It's just one thing. It has got number. When I say water, it's water. When I say oil, it's oil. Just one part, one whole, one size, maybe. I have got box. Box also countable, but we don't have a question or a negative. So we say, I have got. I have got. Who can tell me? I'm waiting. Is there anyone who can tell me here? Where are my friends? Yes, where are my friends? Ahmed. Ahmed al-Salawi. Ahmed, answer me, my friend Ahmed. Ahmed, salam alaikum. Ahmed, answer me. Hussam. Hussam, answer me, my friend. Hussam. Okay, I have got books at home. I have got many books. No, it can't, because I should say I have not got, but here is also I have got a lot of. How this is a question, so I cannot use a lot of. I use many or much. I use many or much. Okay, so I say how, how, how many or how much. Money, by the way, is uncountable noun. When I want to count money, I say dollars, pounds, reals, and so on. So I say how much, not how many. But I haven't got magazines, have not got magazines, have not got magazines, have not, okay? Not here means negative. And magazines, books, colorful books, magazines are colorful books, colorful newspapers. So we say, but I have not got much or many. Of course, magazines here is countable. I can count. I say one magazine, two magazines, three, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So I say, many magazines. How, friends, have you got? How? Friends here also is countable. I can count friends. I have Ahmed, Hussam, Muhammad. I have 3 friends. I have 4 friends. Okay? But here is a question, and it's a question. So I say, how many? How many? Do you know English words? Words. The English words, I can count the English words. Even we can count the words in a dictionary, 1 million words, 2 million words. So it's countable. And this is a question, countable and a question. How does it come? It's, do you know many English words? Sorry, but I haven't got time. Time here is uncountable in general. Much time. If I want to count time, I say hours, 4 hours, 3 minutes, and so on. Maybe here is we have read because we can use a lot and lots of as I said. Okay, but anyhow, they are good. And we answer this activity. I'm going to sum up the lesson before leaving. Today, we studied the difference between countable and uncountable nouns. I told you that countable nouns are nouns which I can say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I say 1 orange, 2 apples, 3 box, 5 friends, 5 friends. Uncountable nouns are nouns which I cannot count, like salt, sugar, tea, coffee, and so on. I also mentioned 3 important words. A lot of, many, a lot of, many, and much. Many for countable noun, much for uncountable noun, and a lot for both countable and uncountable. For together, it comes with the two kinds. But many and much should be followed by not. The verb should be followed by not. The sentence should come and say no, not, negative, as I told you, my friends. So when we choose many or much, we should choose with them our two friends. What are our two friends? Not and the question mark. If it's question, But a lot of, we don't have question mark and we don't have not. This is my idea. I hope that you liked the lesson. Until we meet again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.